Imagine this. You're at your baby shower, and you think you have 3 more months until your baby is going to be born. You're celebrating with your friends and family. They're bringing you clothes, a lot of toys, and then all of a sudden, your water breaks. You're not ready. You're not prepared. You had 3 more months to prepare. The nursery isn't even ready. Don't panic. Preterm pregnancy is not uncommon. It occurs while parents hope that they will achieve full-term pregnancy, which is 40 weeks. I myself was born 3 months early. And according to the 2012 up-to-date article, Preterm Labor by Edmund Finney, 12% of babies are born preterm, one of the many causes of infant deaths in the United States. By the end of this speech, I hope to give you a better understanding of what preterm pregnancy entails. Throughout this speech, I will be delivering to you the different stages and symptoms of preterm pregnancy, the risk factors women face during the birth of premature baby, and the medical problems when raising a premature baby. A premature baby is a baby born 37 weeks or sooner. Like I said before, the ideal birth time for a baby to be born is between 37 and 40 weeks. That's considered full term. According to the Mayo Clinic website, sponsored by the Mayo Foundation for Medical Education and Research, there are 3 stages that a premature baby can be classified as. The first one is late preterm, which is 34 to 37 weeks. The second is very preterm, a baby being born less than 32 weeks. And last is extremely preterm, a baby born at less than 25 weeks. A full-term baby is usually around 6 pounds. However, a preterm baby can weigh as low as 1 pound 4 ounces. I weighed 1 pound 11 ounces when I was born. I lived in the hospital for 2 months in an incubator. And according to the Mayo Clinic website again, a premature baby is born. It can show a number of symptoms and ways they can be having complications. The following symptoms they show, and all these symptoms depend on which stage they're in and the severity of the stages that they're in. And the first one is the skin is very, very thin and it's transparent. You can literally see through the baby's skin. They have low birth weights, and their head is disproportionate to their body. It looks bigger, but it's smaller. Kind of looks like an alien. I don't know if that makes sense, but yes. And they also have distress with breathing. They have trouble breathing. They can't breathe on their own. That's why they are usually put in incubators. And they have lack of their reflexes, making them not being able to eat on their own either. So they will usually give them a feeding tube through the stomach. And to prevent these symptoms, the parents need to know how to prevent them. And they need to understand the risk factors of giving birth to a premature baby. The mother can take precautionary measures before giving birth with good nutrition, no smoking, no drinking, no drugs. Try not to be around it either, the smoking, because of secondhand smoke. And that's really not good for the baby that is inside the mother. And now that you know how to prevent the risk factors from occurring, we will discuss the health problems arising from raising a premature baby. According to the 2008 article, Complications Associated with Premature Birth from the Virtual Mentor Journal, there are different complications that could arise. Not all the time will they arise. I have no complications. I have no problems at all. But for the short-term complications is when the baby is just born, and they'll have respiratory distress syndrome, and that can be treated with a ventilation therapy or steroids. But the ventilation therapy is usually the one they go with most. And respiratory distress syndrome is the number one cause of death among babies. And then there's also the long-term complication, which is like teenage years or later. They can develop cerebral palsy, which is a muscle movement where you have no control of your muscles and they just spaz out, and you have no control. And so now that you know that any of this can happen, you can be somewhat prepared and at least know what to look out for while in your future you might be having children. So when you're sitting at your baby shower and your water all of a sudden just breaks, don't be scared. It's okay. You'll get through it. I made it through it. The problem with me was my mom just couldn't carry a full term. So I was in the hospital for 2 months and I made it out.